What you gonna do when you get home? You still got the same issue that you had when you went in. I am telling you the top 5 things you should never do when you get discharged from the hospital. That is right. These are very likely things that your family doc, primary care doc, etc. has thought, feels, etc., but maybe has not said or it's not come up. I'm going to tell you those today. So listen up, guys. And by the way, my primary care physician folks, please comment in the comments if you agree. Let me know if there's anything else I missed. 5 things you should not do when you get discharged from the hospital. Number 1, I would say make sure that the doctors in the hospital are discharging you, which means you're not leaving AMA. AMA means against medical advice, okay? If you're leaving against medical advice, that means it's not your doctor's recommendation or your healthcare provider's recommendations that you actually leave. They don't think it's wise to leave. That's why you're leaving AMA. Guys, please think twice before you sign out of a hospital AMA. Sometimes that can take the form of somebody saying, I just don't want to stay for this test, or I'm ready to go home. I have a lot of patients who are tired of being in the hospital. I get that. They're like, I'm ready to go home. I don't want to be here for another day. Or maybe they're like, I just don't want to be here at all. Whatever the case, one of the reasons why I need you to reconsider leaving the hospital before your doctor wants you to is this. Let's say you leave before your doctor wants you to leave. What you gonna do when you get home? You still got the same issue that you had when you went in. What are you gonna do? Think about that. I have a lot of patients that leave before doctors are recommending it. And what they don't think about is what's going to happen when they get home and don't have the resources they had in the hospital. And when the problem they went in the hospital for is not necessarily fixed. Y'all can hear it in my voice. Be very cautious about leaving against medical advice. I don't advise it because I say if your medical team is advising you stay in the hospital, I trust that's the right thing to do. But those are some reasons why you should think twice about it. Next thing is consider rehab. That's right. Whether it's an intermediate care facility, whether it's a rehab facility, what have you. A lot of my patients also, when they get out of the hospital, they don't want to go to rehab or to some other center before getting home. They want to just get home. They want to be at home. I get that. But the thing about it is rehab facilities and other facilities can be great at helping you get back on your feet. They can provide the rehab that you need, the physical therapy, the occupational therapy, the nursing care, the extra eyeballs to look at you and make sure you're doing okay that you won't have when you're home all by yourself or just with your family. Remember, rehab facilities and intermediate care facilities can be a great way to bridge going from the hospital to going to your home where you might be all alone. Do not throw out that possibility of rehab. They are excellent. And if they're recommended, you should think strongly about it. All right, number 3. Know who your doctors want you to see when you get out of the hospital. Too often, I am seeing my patients when they get out of the hospital and they have no idea who they were supposed to make follow-up appointments with. And they didn't make appointments with anyone. Or maybe they knew who they were supposed to make appointments with, but they didn't make appointments with them. Look, if you go into the hospital for chest pains or a heart issue, I can pretty much guarantee that the hospital is going to recommend you follow up with a cardiologist. If you go in for a neurological issue, I can pretty much guarantee they're going to ask you to follow up with a neurologist or someone like that. Okay, first thing is to know, who does this hospital want me to follow up with? Why? You got to know that. And then when you get home, make those appointments. Don't wait. Because if you continue having problems, you might sort of be in a limbo period where you're out of the hospital, but you don't have your specialty care that you need quite set up yet, okay? Super important. All right, number 4, see me. Well, that is if I'm your doctor. Or see your doctor, your PCP, after you get out of the hospital. Now, something I do routinely in my office is when patients are admitted to the hospital, I automatically send a note to my staff saying, hey, they're in the hospital, I just got the records, bring them in. But your doctor may or may not do that. Or sometimes I may not get the hospital records if you go to a hospital that's out of state or in a different region. Automatically call your primary care doctor to make a hospital follow-up visit. You probably say, well, why? I just was in the hospital. Why I need another doctor? The reason why is because your PCP needs to go through all your records, your meds, any studies you had done, x-rays, all that kind of stuff. Because sometimes things pop up in the hospital that don't need to be addressed there, but still yet need to be addressed. And that's where we come in. So make that hospital follow-up visit. And number 5 is don't leave that hospital without being clear on your medications. Do not leave without knowing which meds the hospital team has stopped, which meds the hospital team has put back on or added, or which new medications they have started. And make sure you got a prescription for it waiting for you at the pharmacy. And if you don't, make sure you call your primary care doctor, okay? Look, y'all, these are nuggets for days, okay? This is what your PCPs are very likely thinking. At least that's what this PCP is thinking. For those of you primary care docs, let me know if I'm on the right page. I mean, okay, I am. I think I am on the right track. But PCPs, let me know what you think. If I need to add anything to this list, patients, let me know what you think, what it's been like to be discharged from the hospital for you, for your loved ones, your family members, etc. It can be a very stressful process. That's why I'm talking about this. Guys, I'm your friendly family doctor, Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. Please like and follow my page if you have not already. For those of you who send stars, I respond to you personally. Consider signing up for my daily health tips offered through my website. There's a free 7-day trial. Go to drjencaudle.com, and also consider signing up for my subscription groups here on Facebook for exclusive content. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. I'll see you soon.